Hey there, Taurus. This is Kara, and you found me at Tarot Just Because, and I'm back to do your reading for July 16th through the 31st of 2017. So this reading is going to be for everyone with their ascendant, sun, or moon. Say hi, buddy. Say hi to the people. Sorry, he's going to do this, and I'm really sorry about this. I'm not going to start over. He wants to say hello. Can you say hi and then move on and go about your business? Yes, thank you. Okay. All right. Wow. Taurus. Okay. Let me start over. This video is going to be for, and for those of you who are new to my channel, that was Travis. He says meow. This reading is going to be for anyone with their ascendant, sun, or moon in the sign of Taurus. You can check this video out if you have your Venus in Taurus or your 7th house, which is your relationship house. We are doing a love reading yet again, but we're going to do a little bit different spread this time. We're doing a manifestation spread. How do we manifest what we want? That's what we're going to find out. So, usual business out of the way. If you are interested in booking a private reading with me, my email is in the description box below, but it's caralou32@gmail.com. You will also find a list of my services and prices, and also my PayPal link. So the way this works is you shoot me an email, you tell me you're interested, we exchange information back and forth. Readings are done via phone or Skype. I will do video reads, but I prefer phone or Skype. And as soon as we lock down a date and time and you submit your payment, that's when you secure that time slot. Time slots are first come, first booked. Or I should say first booked, first served. So the time slot remains open until a payment is received. And so if you want to secure something really quickly, then that's how you're going to want to do that. So when you send me your initial email, make sure you let me know what you're looking for, what days and times are available to you, what works for you, so we can set something up as quickly as possible. Readings are booking out. If you're quick with me, I can get you in within about a week. If we're him-hawing around a little bit, it could go 2 to 3 weeks maybe. So let me know how interested you are and how quickly you would like to read, all right? So if anybody is willing to timestamp when the reading actually begins because of my prattling on in my intros, and I know, I'm sorry. I've got Mercury in Leo and I'm a Virgo sun, so deal with it. But if anybody is willing to timestamp, thank you, love you, and everyone else, give a shout out to your timestamper, please. So, all right, Taurus, for you guys, for this reading, we're using the Steampunk Tarot. And here's kind of what it looks like. And I am going to give us a little extra light here because the sun's starting to go down. That's not going to work. Shoot. 1 second, Taurus. Ugh. Oh, sorry about the chest shot there. Deal with it. It's all impromptu here for the Taurus reading, apparently. We got a cat jumping up on the table and lighting issues. You guys. Oh, shit. Okay, I think that's going to help. All right. Steampunk Tarot looks like that. That one if you recognize, if you care. And for a piece of clarifying advice to cap your overall reading, I am using the Mystic Dreamer Tarot. Looks like that. If you've been with me from the beginning, the Mystic Dreamer is back, guys. Hallelujah. One of my go-to decks. All right, so let's get started for Taurus here. So this manifestation spread, it starts with where are we right now? Where do we want to go? What's our obstacle? What is our strength? And then how do we continue on our path to manifest what we want? So where you're starting from, Taurus, interesting. This card gets a clarifier because I said so. So you're the King of Cups right now. Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces energy could have a lot of that in your chart. Could be dealing with someone like this. You are going to need to read between the lines a little bit in this particular spread. So this is going to work if you're completely single all the way up to committed married couples. It doesn't matter. Read between the lines a little bit. It's all about manifestation and what Taurus wants right now. So really where we're starting from is that you have this emotional security and stability. And the reason that you do, this is such a weird, it's almost like an oxymoron, but it's like you're willing to fight. willing to fight for harmony. I mean, does that really make sense? But it kind of does. You're willing to fight and put in the work in order to achieve harmony right now. That's where you're starting. Okay, so this is not a bad starting point, Taurus. All right, you guys are doing okay. Willing to fight for harmony, security, stability in the home. Where you're headed right now, or where you want to be headed, we have the Three of Cups in the reverse. Okay, this is more water energy, more emotional energy. If you don't have a lot of water in your chart, or if you're not dealing with a water sign, this is emotional energy. And so this in the reverse is like 2's company, 3's a crowd, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is a crowd, that kind of a thing. This is what you're wanting to move away from. There's some outside influence that is having an effect on your romantic relationship or your ability to manifest a romantic relationship, okay? So you are moving toward kicking this shit to the curb, okay? Hasta lasagna, don't get any on ya. You know, I don't want any more of that. I want more harmony, stability, all these outside influences, you know, off with their heads, be gone. I don't want to deal with it anymore, okay? You want to simplify things, it feels like. It feels like being overwhelmed and wanting to just get back to basics, get back to just you and your partner, or if you're completely single, wanting to start at the very beginning again. You know, you don't want to hear anymore about what your friends think you should do, what your family thinks you should do, that kind of a thing, okay? What's the obstacle, though? What's holding you back? This one also gets a clarifier. So we have there is so much water in this reading, and you're an earth sign. So you may be dealing with a water sign, all right? Leave me a comment if you are, or you've got a lot of water in your chart, or you're just feeling really emotional lately. Emotional to the point that it is out of your character. So what you want to do is you want someone to understand. You're trying to deliver a message that, you know, we have all this potential security and stability, but there's a threat to it right now. Okay. Hear me. I'm the page. I have a message. There is a threat to this right now. You're not listening to me. Okay. For completely single folks, you need to apply this as it applies or resonates or doesn't. But I feel more like I'm talking to a lot of really committed folks right now. You are trying desperately to send this message that the harmony of the home is at stake, and it's not being received. It's being ignored. It's getting lost in the fog. It is being overlooked. It's being argued with, perhaps, or the other person is like, yeah, I hear you, but there's all this outside influence. There's these outside responsibilities. There's other people. I'm getting itch on that. There's other people that are imparting their beliefs or their needs on our home right now. And, you know, what are we going to do about it? And this is what you want to move away from. You're like, well, what we do is we just nix the shit. Done. You know, and you're getting some resistance from your partner. Completely single people. It's that, you know, I want to achieve this security and stability. Okay. But it's threatened at this moment because I keep getting all this advice out there to go for a certain kind of person or whatever that's just not right for me. It could be for some single people. Somebody is actually urging you, I'm getting this, to marry someone that is not right for you. This is that outside influence. Stuff's coming in so quick. This is that outside influence telling you to hook up permanently with this person. And you're going, no, that's a threat to my stability. It's not right for me. And, somebody's having a hard time hearing the truth or speaking the truth. I'll say that for now. So, there's a lot right away. This reading is jacked. Like all these like mishaps right in the beginning, like Taurus, bear with me, but I think there's good information here. So, what your strength is in this situation, never fear, Taurus, but we have the Lovers in the upright. So this is the ability to balance head and heart, the ability to make a sound decision. Okay. This is a blessed union here. All right. It's lovey-dovey. It's blessed from the universe. Everything's cool. This is the heart, though, the connection between the two people. This is all the lovey-dovey shit, and this is the head. So within this one card, we have the balance between the two. This is your strength. You're a little bit weakened at this point with the Three of Cups in the reverse and all these outside influences, but this strength does exist. And so this is what you want to focus on pulling from. Your ability to be compassionate, but also practical at the same time. So talking to these outside influences and saying, you know what? I hear what you're saying, but I just don't agree. But I so appreciate how interested you are in my forward movement, my harmony, my happiness, whatever. It can also be, look, I understand that you have a need, and I would really like to meet it for you right now because I'm an emotional person and I have compassion. But you know what? My good sense right now is telling me that this is beyond my responsibilities. Okay, so I do not need to do this for you. How we are going to be moving forward in order to manifest more of this freedom, which is going to bring us to this harmony. Well, this is the lack of harmony. This is the outside influence that's causing the disharmony. But how we are going to manifest moving toward more harmony is patience. Okay, we have the World in reverse. So in the upright here, it's a complete end of a cycle. Okay, it's the end of these outside influences. It's the end of these responsibilities that are really not yours, this disharmony, all this shit that's really bugging you down right now. It's in the upright, it's the end of that. We have it in the reverse. It's coming, okay, but what we need is some patience. And the way that you are going to turn the World upright is by balancing between head and heart, having compassion, but also utilizing good sense and cutting ties if ties need to be cut. Cutting off support if it needs to be cut off, because it's like there's this like outside of your union burden. Or if you are just very casually dating somebody and it's brand new, it's like friends don't like them and you feel really confident that they're a good fit for you. And there could be some with this, there could be, if you're just casually dating, some jealousy happening between friends. Like they just don't want to see you connecting with somebody just yet. They don't want to lose your attention. You spend a, excuse me. And so somebody doesn't want to talk. Somebody doesn't want to speak the truth. So it's like, they don't want to lose your attention. You spend a lot of time with them and you know, they are happy with that routine. This is like a single friend of yours that wants you to continue to be single. Okay, outside influence, not good right now. Outside influence, outside burdens, not good. Use your balance between head and heart. Be compassionate, but be practical at the same time. And then have a little patience, because this is not going to go away immediately. Not immediately. But if you utilize this strength, which is the balance between head and heart, you will, I'm getting itch on that, you will get to that point. That is the path, okay? So what is our overall piece of advice for the reading from the Mystic Dreamer? We have the Four of Swords in the upright. So this is air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, if that means anything to you. You may have noticed in my readings, I don't tell you that you're dealing with a specific person, okay? Because there's way too many people that I'm reading for. Whoever you're dealing with could have swords somewhere in their chart, or maybe not. It's just the energy that's imparted upon the card that is telling you what's going on right now. And that's why I actually don't say, hey, you're dealing with an Aries or you're dealing with a Capricorn. I just don't do that. I don't find it to be helpful. The advice is take a fucking time out, Taurus. You need a fucking time out. You are overworked. There are all these outside burdens coming in. It's wearing you thin. You need a fucking time out. If you are coupled with somebody, I would say, if there is somebody burdening your coupledom at this time, your harmony between yourself and your partner, you need to go take a fucking vacation, even if it's just for a weekend. If you are casually dating somebody right now, I would say timeout's okay, you know, and that can be a little confusing in the casually dating world because maybe you're chatting and texting and going on dates and whatever, and then if you suddenly disappear, it could be taken in the wrong way. I would say take yourself on a little, you know, 3-day weekend or something, get out, or so I'm going to tell you, And I want you to take this the right way. I'm going to tell you, casually dating people and even committed people, manipulate things a little bit if you need to in order to get a break. Now, manipulation is not always negative. We manipulate in every conversation and every interaction that we have. And it's because when we interact with another human being, we have a goal. We either want to be heard, or we want to get something, or we want to give them something. And if we want to give them something, it's because we want to feel good about giving. We manipulate in every single interaction. It's not always evil. It can be much of the time. It can be used in a very negative way. But what you need to do at all costs is take a little bit of a time out here, even if you need to manipulate circumstances to do so. So you're casually dating and you don't really want to, kick this person to the curb. You're not quite to the hasta lasagna, don't get any on ya, but you're like, I need a minute to think, then make something up and take a short little break. I have to go out of town for work, or I'm going to the beach with a girlfriend, and then do that, grab a girlfriend and go to the beach or go to the mountains or, wherever you live, a short little trip. Completely single people, you have a lot of outside burdens right now where it's almost like it's not necessarily prime time. Oops, there we go. It's not necessarily prime time to start a new relationship. Take a little time out. Okay, take a little breather and then jump back in. Okay. Taurus. That's what I've got for you for July 16th through the 31st, okay, for 2017. So, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Please remember to hit like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. If you're one of my returning subscribers, I love you guys. What's up? Please leave a comment and let me know how you're doing. I love hearing from you, even if I can't answer all the comments. I read every single one. Shoot me an email if you want to book a private reading, and we'll look at whatever you want to look at. And I will speak to you guys again on August 1st. And until then, you know what to do. Take very, very good care and be well. All right. Bye, Taurus.